The thing that amazed me a lot was the attention I get from Chinese people, since as a Pakistani, people don't even want to spit on you.
I have a Russian and a Pakistani background, so people are often very intrigued by that.
Since I'm a Pakistani, they expect me to be a Muslim.
I feel Chinese people aren't able to understand sarcasm.
I am what I am, and I don't fake myself. So if people don't like it, I believe that they have to deal with it. It's their problem. I believe coming to China really brought me closer to my family.
Whenever you visit a new country, you accept its culture, you accept its cuisine, you accept its people. You just have to enjoy the place that you are in now.
When I was back in Pakistan, I wanted to escape from that country so badly. But since coming to China, I have experienced another culture so profoundly that it had made me respect a few things about my culture as well. Now I don't hate it as much as I used to hate it before.
My name is Micah Yusuf. I'm from Pakistan, unfortunately.
Why is that?
Because I don't like Pakistan.
Alright, my name is Rushail and I'm from Pakistan, and this is my third year in China.
Hello, my name is Yahya Saber. My Chinese name is Yanpo. And I'm 25 years old and I'm from Russia. I was born there actually. And I moved to Pakistan after a couple of years that I was born.
Well, my life before coming to China was, I would say, quite a bit different. China in itself is it's like a whole other world. There's nothing like it, and after coming here and experiencing it for myself, it's in a league of its own.
I did not like my life in Pakistan. However, I like the food of Pakistan. Yes, I like my friends. Kind of like my family. I love my pets, and that's about it.
It was quite nice actually. I have a lot of friends there. And most of the friends that I have are in Pakistan. I used to like chill all the time. It was just mostly partying and like hanging out with friends.
Actually, the thing is that outside of China, there's a lot of, say, negative talks about China. And honestly, when I came to China, I was expecting all of those things to be kind of true. But it was quite on the contrary. China was completely different. It was vibrant, the people were nice, everyone is so friendly over here, the food is amazing. The country is so big and so massive that you can just go anywhere, do anything. It's so safe, like day, night, whatever. It's the most safest country out there.
I was not scared of anything in particular. The only thing that was kind of worrying me was the language barrier. Like, I know a couple of languages, but Chinese is completely like different. And I was worried a lot about how will I communicate with Chinese people here, because I've heard that the Chinese people here don't speak much English. And actually that is true, like for the most part of it. But on the other hand, I got very surprised by the friendliness of people, how welcoming people are. I've heard that Chinese people are racist, but nah, I didn't encounter that here that much. Even on the contrary, the Chinese people really love the both nationalities that I have. They love Russians and they love Pakistanis. So it was very surprising to see how welcoming people are here.
乘客，请携带好随身物品，准备下车。下车时，请注意列车与。
Changsha was my first experience in Changsha was amazing. It was very chilly at that time. The weather was very nice, And all in all, like, I was very surprised by my university because, as you can see, it's kind of green, like it's full of vegetation. So I was very happy about that. I was really, really satisfied with the place I ended up.
When I first arrived Changsha, I had to quarantine for 7 days, and there was no one, like literally no one I knew, and they put me in a room that was so clean that even the rats did not want to live in that room. However, I met a teacher, he came to pick me up from the airport. His name was Lee Laoshe. Thankfully, he left this university because I really like that guy.
Wow, you just took that out. Okay, so basically, my first impression of China was that it's so technologically advanced. It's ahead of other countries. Like especially, well, my country is like living in another age. In China, I think it's one of the only countries in which Pakistani people get any kind of respect. And when I came here, I was honestly overwhelmed. It was just a lot to take in, a lot to absorb, and my first impressions of China was that it was just like a second home, if you will.
Any specific moment where you thought, well, I'm really here?
When I was quarantining, because at that time China was kind of famous for its quarantines. So when I first came to China, we never did the quarantine like that in Pakistan. So that was my first experience of China, and it left a big impact on me.
Yeah. As soon as I crossed the customs of China in Urumqi again, when I felt all that strictness, restrictions, I was like, yep, I'm here now. I'll have to deal with it.
What was your first day at university like?
Hell, I lived with rats. Actually, not even rats, the shit of rats.
Yeah, I bet that was not fun.
Yeah, I had to clean it actually, and they did not give me anything. So I repeatedly asked the Laoshe, please give me something so I can clean it. And like, okay, and then he gave me a broken brush to clean it. That was it.
That was sanitary?
You want the honest answer?
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was we had to still quarantine, and when we arrived, we had to stay in the girls' dormitory on the 7th floor, and well, the dormitory conditions were, to say the least, horrible. It was quite miserable and just disgusting, honestly.
How does studying here compare with studying back home?
I prefer the studies I did in Pakistan, because in China the study is much more based on route memorization, right? Because they're like, you need to just memorize something, even if you don't understand, you just need to memorize it. In Pakistan, the big focus, at least in my school, because I studied in a British education system, so their main goal was to make you understand and make you understand why you even studying something. But here it's just like, as long as you know, it's okay.
The thing is that I feel like the studies back home were centered more around experimental learning and practical learning, while I feel like over here it's more book based and you just have to, well, deal with it. I feel like the best part about hostel life is my friends. We could just sit all day, talk, and play games, and well, study if we have to.
Well, that is. Coming back to COVID, how did COVID affect your studies and your social life back then?
Well, it affected it in a big way. I did not love my time during COVID-19. Like, even though I got admission in China, I had to stay back in Pakistan for like 2 or maybe, I think 2 or almost 3 years actually. And it was hell. I actually don't live in a big city. The city I study in is Islamabad, which is our capital. However, I live in a town which has nothing to do. I don't have anything to do in that place. So yeah, it was helpful.
Yeah, I can understand.
During the COVID time, actually, that was the time when I got my admission to this university. So at that time, we started our first first semester, and our studies were totally online. Everybody used to make fun of me that I was going to be an online doctor.
We had to do online studies, and to say the least, it was horrible. The thing is that online studies aren't that effective no matter how hard you try. It's just not the same as sitting in a class with your peers and asking your teachers. Here we go. Retake. The thing is that before coming here, it was all online, and online studies, no matter how hard you try, it's just not as effective as being in a classroom with your peers, asking your teacher questions, or just it's not that interactive. And I felt that for the first 3 years of my degree, it was I wish I was here.
What do you usually eat in Changsha, and do you like it?
I eat anything and everything I can get my hand on, except cho tofu.
I eat about everything other than
But-
tofu.
Was it good or was it bad?
Well, the first time I was introduced to cho tofu was the last time I was introduced to it. A friend of mine just brought it to me, and she's like, "Just try it, try it, try it." I was like, "Okay." I just took a bite of it, and immediately after eating it, I regretted eating it, and immediately I vomited. At that point, I could not eat it at all.
No, I can't stand the smell of it, and honestly, I don't want to risk it. I think it might go down easy, but then it might be a bit complicated after that.
Yeah, it does not sound enjoyable.
Yeah, it was not enjoyable at all.
What do you miss about your daily life back home?
I miss my pets. I miss my pets. I miss specifically also miss being scared of my life, which I don't feel here.
I feel like the culture is something that I would like to answer this question quite honestly. I don't miss my family at all. I think what I miss about Pakistan is A, my friends, and B, my food. I think the food in Pakistan is one of the best in the world.
I miss my friends a lot. I have very amazing friends back in Pakistan. Like I had like a lot of good experiences, a lot of good times with them. Other than that, what I miss the most is my car.
Are there things you do in Changsha that connect you back to Pakistan?
No. There's nothing that I do that connects me to Pakistan.
Okay.
I feel like the thing is that whenever you visit a new country, you accept its culture, you accept its cuisine, you accept its people, and you have to then make that thing your home. And honestly, it's so different in its own right that you need to enjoy it like it's something, well, it's different. You have to enjoy it as something different. You can't just keep on reminiscing about your culture and your home, you know. You just have to, well, enjoy the place that you're in now.
Are there any funny or awkward experiences that you love telling people about?
Well, I guess there are a few, but at the moment I can remember the time I first went to KFC in China. That on that day I got two of my most memorable experiences. First, I realized I should never go to KFC again in China, and second, I realized that when I was ordering, a boy was trying to come near me. I was like, okay, I'll try to talk with him. I was just beginning to learn Chinese, so I said, "Ni hao." So he said, "你为什么这么黑?" That's the first thing he said to me, and I was actually speechless, and I didn't know how to respond to it. And his mom came and he was trying to stop him, and he kept asking me the same question.
The thing is, there's quite a few. I think we'll have to make a separate video just for that. But I think the funniest moment of my wait.
more. So, yeah, yes.
Traffic, bro, traffic.
What's something about your life here that people back wouldn't expect?
Well, I have actually freedom to do anything I want to, even late at night, which I don't think you have in any country you go to. In Pakistan, especially, you cannot think of going outside after 10, or you're scared of someone will kidnap you, or kill you, or rob your phone, or do anything else. However, in China, if I'm hanging out with my fanny pack, I cannot go outside with my fanny pack because people think I have money in it, which I don't. I have my insulin in it. However, they will try to rob me just by seeing my bag. When I first came to China, I had no expectations actually. I just wanted to experience the culture as it is. So I had no opinions. So because I did not have any opinions, or I did not have any pre-existing misconceptions about it, I did not find anything surprising. However, the thing that amazed me a lot was the attention I get from Chinese people, since as a Pakistani, people don't even want to spit on you. So you feel kind of special here.
I think there's quite a lot of things that people back home won't understand or relate to. I feel like the thing that they would find quite hard to believe is that in China, Pakistani people get a lot of respect. Because of the friendship between these two countries, Chinese people hold a lot of respect and a lot of admiration towards their ironclad buddy over there.
Yeah, that's what they like to call it. What's something in your day-to-day life that makes you
Grounded in China, my memories in China, the way I spend my life, I cannot imagine spending that life ever back in my country, because I don't have the safety, I don't have the freedom I had in China that I have back in my country. So that way, I actually feel grounded in this place. I feel more connected to this place because most of my happy memories, if I think about it, are associated with China.
Have you ever had to explain your culture or religion to people here?
Yeah, actually, since I'm a Pakistani, they expect me to be a Muslim. So they ask me, why are you not a Muslim? So a lot of times when they see me wearing a cross, which I do because I kind of feel attached to it culturally, they think I am not Pakistani because I am dark skinned. So first they think I'm Hindu. However, if they see a cross, they think I'm a Basiran, which I kind of find fun because I don't want to be called a Bajistan or Hindu. Basiran is much more cooler for me.
Well, yeah, I have had to explain it. Not had to, people have asked me sometimes. People are kind of interested. Specifically, when it comes to me, I have like a couple of backgrounds. I have Russian background and a Pakistani background. So people are often very intrigued by that. So I have some explaining to do to people, and I find it interesting to explain it to them.
How do you maintain your personal beliefs or rituals here?
Well, my personal beliefs are that I need to disrespect everything my parents believe in, which I finally can do in China freely. So they ask me to go to church every Sunday. I tell them I did not go to church. Especially I tell them that. Whenever I don't go to church and sleep all day, I'll tell them I slept all day, did not go to church, I feel so happy.
Well, as I told you guys before that I am not that good on religion. I don't pray much, but I do fast actually. And I fast thoroughly. But I pray once a week. And I'm supposed to pray 5 times a day. So yeah, not much big on religion.
So it's okay?
It's not okay, but
Okay.
I'm a very, I would say, open person. I don't hide much, and I am what I am. I don't like to fake myself. So even if people don't like it, I believe that they have to deal with with it. So I just am upfront. China has not shaped my faith in any way, but family, yeah, I kind of started like feeling that I need them and they need me. So that kind of brought me closer to my family as I talk a lot with them almost every day. I believe coming to China really brought me closer to my family.
That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
China and its culture and its people are, well, it's so different from all other cultures out there that it's quite hard for Chinese people to understand the culture of other people. And but they're quite respectful about it. They ask you about it. They take quite a bit of interest in your culture, your country, and everything. And they are really respectful about it. If you say I'm a Muslim and I don't drink alcohol, I feel like they are super respectful about it. If you tell them I don't eat pork or do anything like, so they really respect it, and I feel like that is something that most countries should have, being tolerant to other cultures and respecting them.
Has living between two cultures changed what you want in life?
Well, yes, I think so. When I was back in Pakistan, I wanted to escape from that country so badly. But since coming to China, I've experienced another culture so profoundly. However, it had made me respect a few things about my culture as well. So now I don't hate it as much as I used to hate my country before.
Who are your close friends here?
Well,
Three of us.
Yeah.
cannot get any closer.
So, do you feel like you belong Changsha? Why or why not?
Well, for me, I really like had a great time like past 2 years. Like I really enjoyed spending my time here in Changsha.
Yeah, and I believe wherever I am, I belong there.
Yeah.
I just don't like the humidity here.
And Mika does not like Pakistan, so if he's out of Pakistan,
I belong there.
I belong there, yeah.
How do you deal with being seen as a foreigner? Why go?
Enjoy.
好水啊，好爽呀！你为什么这么黑？ I like that as well. At least someone asked me that.
Yeah, Mika loves the attention. Well, all of us kind of like the
The
attention.
worst part is that when I go out and people ask me, "Is my beard real?"
There are a couple of times that people wanted to. They asked, "Can
touch
you
you."
touch
Yeah.
it? Can you
Yeah.
touch
Yeah.
the beard?" Yeah,
That's the worst part.
and he's not big on
Touch.
Touch, yeah.
What moments made you feel included or excluded?
Well, we never felt actually excluded.
Ever, yeah.
I think there was only one time when I was in the bus and an old guy kept saying, "You're black. You should get out of the bus." Yep.
Chinese?
In China, the old guy.
Maybe you should paint yourself white.
Yeah, so he was like, "Why are you're black? Get off the bus. Get off the bus." And thing was, my friend could not understand, but he kept saying that. But he was really old, like extremely old.
You know, funny thing about color, Chinese people say that they're yellow.
Yeah,
How are they yellow?
They say they're yellow, but I never thought
I've
of them
never
as yellow.
seen a Chinese.
Simpsons are yellow.
Yeah, I've
Chinese
never seen a
people
yellow
aren't
Chinese
yellow.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's yellow.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that's
yellow.
Yeah, that's yellow.
and that's not color of Chinese
Yeah,
person.
yeah, I would think it's more closer to white than actually yellow.
Yeah, true. But yeah, like if you talk about being included, like every time we go out, like especially if you're drinking, like somewhere, like people like always come up to us, like they want to drink with us, and that kind of actually feels nice.
Yeah, they always offer you cigarettes and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
It
Free
feels
alcohol.
homey. It feels homey.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it
does.
actually
It does.
feels very nice.
Do you guys have any Chinese friend?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mika has a Chinese girlfriend. So does Yaya.
and
What about you?
Rushail has a very good Chinese friend that is also a friend of his girlfriend.
Yes.
Is it easy or hard to form close friendship across cultures?
Depends. It depends.
Like-
you can, but thing is that you will always be able to relate more to your own culture.
True. So it's kind of hard, like the humor.
Yes,
and
true.
the like, there are a lot of factors, but for me, humor is like something that.
Yeah, I feel like Chinese people aren't able to understand sarcasm.
Yeah.
And I'm a very sarcastic person. I think everything I say is sarcastic.
Yeah. Well.
And actually, they get angry if you become sarcastic.
I think sarcasm is the religion of our country.
Well, true. Well,
There are
not just Pakistan. Trust me, even Russians
But-
fucking love sarcasm. Sorry
And
for
you know,
the curse.
it's also in our language itself, which I don't call my language, but still, in that language itself is sarcastic.
Yeah,
it is
Whenever you
sarcastic.
talk in that language, it's sarcastic. You know, you say something, but you mean something else.
Yeah.
It's how the language exists. But that's
true.
So unlike Chinese.
Yeah. Like some people say Chinese people don't have any humor.
I've heard
I
that.
second that. I second that.
Okay, the final question. Do you have any words to each other since you are now starting your internship?
Well,
My words to Mika would be, bro, you hanta the head.
Oh, very good. I know. 你很大的白，我不喜欢白人。
yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so in Chinese people are Huang Ren, so that's why I like them.
Yeah, but for me, like as I'm going abroad, I'm going back to Pakistan for my internship. I will definitely miss these guys. Like
Yeah.
I had a very nice
too.
time with them.
Yeah, I miss
So
miss the food toja.
yeah, I always make them drink. They're not big.
The
on
thing is
drinking.
that we've had so much fun over the past 2 years or so that I feel like it would be a huge travesty not having the entire group,
Yeah.
you know, because we would do so much together. And I'm kind of a bit sad about the fact that we got to spend less time together.
Yeah, that is true.
Because of COVID, we came so late that we could have done so much more
Explored so much more.
and done a lot more. The thing is that, but in the time that we did have together, I think it was absolutely sublime.
Could it have been more better? It was
Yeah.
just perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah.
What would you tell your past self before coming here?
I would tell my past self to not wait. I'll tell him to not delay the flight. Because you're just missing one more week in China, which is the country I love the most at the moment. But I think it might most likely also be the country I love the most when I die.
Don't worry. Don't worry about Chinese language. Don't worry about the culture gap. Don't worry about spending time here because time flies actually. I spent 2 years and I don't even remember how it flashed by. Yeah.
I would tell my past self to honestly expect nothing. I feel like when you expect nothing in life, nothing disappoints you. And well, China didn't disappoint at all. All of my expectations, they went out the window when I set foot in this beautiful country. Like I keep looking that way and I keep getting distracted from all your questions because that view is sublime.
It is actually.
That view is gorgeous.
Changsha is actually very.
Changsha is beautiful. It's super modern. It's super amazing. I don't have words to describe. I'm running out of my vocabulary.
Same here, bro. Same here.
It's beautiful.
जो तेरी देखी शराब तुझ पे फिदा मैं क्यों हुआ आता है